How about a magic trick? I'm gonna make this pencil disappear. Ta-da! It's gone.
We're the huge movie fanatics here to bring you the epic conclusion to our Batman review-a-thon.
Until the summer.
This summer. We are going to review The Dark Knight. Now, back when this movie was coming out, at the time I was not a fan of Batman Begins. So I didn't much care, and I was like, Heath Ledger, the dude from Brokeback Mountain and 10 Things I Hate About You, is going to play the Joker? Really? Then I saw that first publicity still, which was basically just a close-up of the bloody smile and the tears up the
Was
side
it
of
his
his
face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was basically just a close-up like this. And I was like, oh, that's creepy. That's my idea of what the Joker is. I was like, interesting. Let's see where they go. And then the news came out that Heath Ledger passed away pretty much simultaneously with the release of the trailer. I hadn't seen the trailer yet because I didn't care. And then once he died, they were like, you should really see the trailer. Like, it's so unfortunate that he passed away because look at the performance he gave. So within a couple of days, I checked out the trailer. And
It took a couple days.
my internet was down. I had Net Zero at the time. Net Zero sucks.
Net Zero.
Screw you, Net Zero. I checked out the trailer, and man, that was like just the teaser trailer to The Dark Knight is one of the best teaser trailers I have ever seen, because you sit there and you watch it and you think, wow, I've just seen the whole story. And then when you watch the movie, you've not even seen a sprinkling of what that story is going to be. Like, the Joker is one element of that movie, and that element of that trailer. And man, that trailer blew me away. It was like, holy crap, that is a performance. That is so not who he played in Brokeback Mountain or Knight's Tale or the Bob Dylan movie or anything like that. Holy crap, this excites me. And then I saw every movie that I went to see that summer, starting with Iron Man. I saw the trailer for The Dark Knight, and I was like, to the point where I was like, I never want to see this movie. I've seen the damn trailer so many times. I don't want to see it. So I actually didn't see it midnight showing, which I ended up seeing Hellboy 2 instead of seeing The Dark Knight at midnight. I went to see The Dark Knight, and I was blown away because the movie isn't about Batman or the Joker. Those are the side characters. The movie's about my favorite character, Harvey Dent. He's pretty much the main character and the sole driving factor of the movie. Batman is the one who's trying to make everything that Harvey Dent does succeed in the movie. And Joker is his other half, his evil half, trying to destroy it. And man, that is brilliant. And it had to be really ballsy of Chris Nolan to be like, all right, we're going to make a Batman movie where we're going to follow a good guy, but the good guy is not going to be Bruce Wayne or Batman. It's going to be Harvey Dent. We're going to watch this terrible tragedy unfold about how somebody so good and so right and so set in his morals is going to lose his way, but you're going to sympathize with him by the end of that story. You're going to think that, you know, everything that his actions are almost understandable by the end of that movie. And that had to take sack. That was brilliant. The stuff that doesn't work with the movie almost is Batman. The movie almost would have worked better
Without Batman.
Without Batman. Not that Christian Bale does a bad job or anything, but the voice did get a little tiresome, especially when he's like talking to Scarecrow and he's like, "I'm not the one wearing hockey pads." Like that.
Well, he's actually talking to the.
Well, yeah, he's talking to the guy next to the Scarecrow.
The guy. What makes you different? Ready? As he's lowering down into the tumbler.
I'm not wearing hockey pants.
Yeah, that's so bad.
Isn't that horrible?
Yeah, like, it's not even a bad line. It's just the delivery. Like, he doesn't need to be intimidating there. He should just be Bruce Wayne and be like, look, I'm wearing a bat suit.
I ain't wearing no hockey pants.
Yeah.
And then how come when the van's driving down and he lands on it, it just stops the van? Does that make any sense?
It doesn't make sense, but it's cool. It's a movie of convenience. It takes the Spielberg approach.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was fine with that. Like, that is such a badass shot. And I like how they addressed the whole, he can't move it like this.
I think I think it looks so stupid when he gets
The new one looks stupid, but I'm fine with it because they explain it that like he needs it so he can move his neck.
Yeah, I'm not fine with it. I think that thing on the, like Batman Begins, I think he looked okay with it. I think that thing that goes down, that swooping neck that comes out around the back, I think that's just the way it's got to look. And I thought that when he got his new thing, it just looks stupid.
It does look stupid, but I'm fine with it. As I said, they explain it and they justify it really quite well. Like they need something. He needs to move his neck because he got injured doing it last time. And, They say that in the movie, so I was fine with that. And they updated it looks more and more like RoboCop as the movies progress, I'm noticing. But the Joker's performance, I mean, like that is such an excellent performance. And to do that voice and be that maniacal and crazy, like, wow, that was impressive. Nobody talks about Gary Oldman being as amazing as he is in that movie. Holy crap, as Commissioner Gordon, he is just terrific. And same thing with Aaron Eckhart as Harvey Dent. Like he solely writes this movie. Like and Maggie Gyllenhaal and him have nice chemistry and whatnot. He's so likable. You're rooting for this guy you know is not going to succeed. Like his life is about to end, kind of thing. If you know the comic books, and if you don't, I have a friend, Emmanuel, who watches this. He'd never known that Harvey Dent was Two-Face, because he'd seen Batman Forever, they don't explain it. So in this, he was completely shocked when he ended up burning half his face. He was like, oh my god, is that
guy looks like Two-Face.
And then once he reveals himself to be Two-Face, like, that blew the shit out of his pants. He was amazed.
Oh,
not exactly. But, so I'm going to give that an easy 4 stars. I do have problems with it here and there, but you know what? It is one of the best comic book movies I've ever seen. It is one of the best sequels I've ever seen. This is how to do them right. And just take care. Focus on story, focus on characters, and make what happens on the screen matter. Because otherwise, what are you sitting there for? And so you can take it from here if you want.
Yeah, I don't have too much to say. I mean, it's good. I mean, it's great. I watched it maybe a week ago or something like that. And, it's great. It's what's cool about when you watch, because then going back and revisiting Batman Begins, you see that movie spends the time. That's Bruce Wayne's movie.
Yeah.
And it's clearly, this Dark Knight is clearly. I mean, it's just like Bruce Wayne and Batman are such a barely a part of it that it's almost like, the thing is you don't really care because, for me, the Joker steals the movie. I mean, you say it might be about Harvey Dent. Well, to me, the Joker is the one who stands at the forefront of basically the person. When you walk a lot of the theater, what you're going to remember the most, or at least for my money.
Yeah, I think it was basically because of that performance.
Well, that's exactly why it was. Yeah. And I don't, it's interesting. I'm not sure if they even intended to have him be as. I mean, like he completely owns that movie, and I don't know if that was intended or what, because it's just almost to the point of, oh my god, too much.
He's terrifying in that movie.
Yeah.
Like he's a nightmare inducing in that movie, just being how crazy he is. You don't know where he's going to go, and that's what the Joker is. That was like I like Jack Nicholson's Joker for what he is in that movie.
That was just a different version.
Yeah, it was a completely different Joker.
Well, this is more of a real world.
This is like the Joker in the comics. You never knew what he was going to do. This is the kind of Joker that, like, the Joker in the comic books is very famous for walking into Commissioner Gordon's house, murdering his wife, shooting his daughter, Batgirl, not knowing it's Batgirl, shooting her in the spine so she's paralyzed for life. Like, that's the kind of Joker that...
What a bad meaning.
Like, the Joker is this brutal bastard. And you see it, but that doesn't care and has fun and jokes while he's doing it. And that's the Joker you get in this movie, like the magic trick pencil thing, which is now famous.
My one problem with the Joker is it seems like for being a maniac, it's like everything works exactly as planned.
Yeah.
But of course, it's a movie. It's only a movie. It's only a movie.
That's one of my problems. Like everything, like even. Characters know each other's lines when they probably shouldn't have, because Morgan Freeman's character, Lucius Fox, right?
Yeah.
He's like talking to Bruce Wayne, and he's like, I got something I'm playing pretty close to the chest. He says this to Lucius Fox. Suddenly, I don't even know how, once Batman captures, Batman gets defeated by the Joker, and then the Joker is then captured by by the Commissioner Gordon. He's like, we really were playing that close to the chest. And so like one of the, it's like that line doesn't make sense. Why does he know that line, or why did he say that? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but you know what? Forgive it. It's forgivable. It's one of those magic movie moments where everybody knows everything and it's fun.
One thing I thought was really cool was seeing a little bit of Scarecrow at the very beginning, which I totally didn't expect. It's almost too little.
I know. He's such a good character that was developed. I don't think he's going to be in the third one, but I really would love him to be.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If I had it my way, I'd have him show up at least once more because he was so good.
He could be the mastermind behind everything.
Or even just go to him for like advice on how to take another criminal down or something like that. Maybe he's a psychologist. He should be able to understand Bane.
Yeah.
Or something.
There's so much to say about Dark Knight, but I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like if you've seen it, it's just futile. I mean, the words can't. I mean, the opening, the prologue, I mean, the bank thing was just
so cool.
genius. Again, it's like probably would never happen that way, you know. It'd be so perfect exactly how he wanted, like the guy standing right in front of them so that he could sit by the but as something created, as a movie created, as a movie world, as a movie event, it's cool. And you have the Blu-ray?
Oh yeah.
So you got the IMAX.
Yeah. And man, the truck flipping.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
I love. Is that the scene? Yeah, that's the same scene. That's all the big chase kind of car scene, which is just amazing.
Yeah.
And I actually like, what do they call that thing? Bat Pod?
Yeah, Bat Pod.
That thing's kind of cool, ain't it?
Yeah.
And I didn't know until I watched the making. I thought it was like CG or something, or CG.
Yeah, it's all real.
I didn't know until I watched the making of that it was just all real.
A lot of the CG stuff in the movie apparently was taking cameras out of the frame.
Taking cameras or wires or stuff.
Yeah, that's the way to make digital.
Yeah, like when they did
technology.
Forrest Gump. That's when they took the legs off him. I'm like, I'm not so keen on digital creatures. But that using technology in that way to take legs off people, that's cool. Or takes wires away.
Two-Face looks amazing in this movie.
That was another great way to use CG to take
off his
away.
face.
Yeah. So I don't want to go over 15. I hope we didn't already. What do you think? Just.
Yep. Did you give it a star?
I didn't give it a star. It deserves 4 stars, even if it's just the Joker alone. Even for the Joker scenes by themselves. 4 stars.
Yes.
So, Dark Knight, be sure to check out our Dark Knight Rises review after it comes out. When's it come out?
Comes out this July, I believe. I can't remember the specific date.
The 4th of July weekend.
Watch it this July.
So you can be sure me and him will review it.
Yes. And put a smile on that face.
Put a smile on that face.
Also watch our Inception review. We did that ages ago, but same.
We never reviewed Inception.
I thought we did. Well, watch that sometime
After we do it.
I thought we did it. Okay.
Nope.
That's the Dark Knight. Bye.
Holy shit! We'll catch you later.